Good morning, and welcome to Timberborn. Just starting out. Not sure where I am wanting. What was I going to do? I was going to move the berry production to the top level. Right. I was going to rearrange this because it was so cramped. I wanted to fix it up a bit. Oh, it looks like I can't reach that. Oh, well, I'll fix that a little bit. Does that work? Yep, that works. Alright. Alright, so let's speed that up so they can clean those out. I would like to move the wood storage, though, for this. I think. But where to put it? Where would be a good spot to put the wood storage? I guess close to where the wood is being harvested, I guess. Maybe? Last week I ended up setting this up, which I think is really good. How do I make a second story on this? Guess like this? I'll just repeat it on the other side too. Yeah, I think that'll work. I'll add this in here. Kind of worried about how far it might be from anything, so if they're too far away, then it's going to end up making it very difficult. What else can I... So that's that. I need to do that. Actually, yeah, let's even it out like this. And then we'll actually increase the whoa, that's... They are full already. Well, that's interesting. So we can not only move this to a different location, but we can make sure that it is expanded on. these? No space available for the... Oh, because I don't have enough storage for the planks now. They've been making too many planks. Now we can get rid of this. So they should move that into the new storage that they've got here. Same with this one. And then I can clean all of this, because I'm wanting to clean all of this out, and then I'm going to move all of this up to here. And then I think I'm replacing this with sunflower seeds. So that we can increase the overall happiness a little bit. Give them more variety in their diet. But I think I need to move these two things as well. I'm going to move those to here for now. Alright, so those are depleting. That, oh wow, they did that fast. Storage, large pile there, and this is gonna be planks. So increase our planks storage. That empty now? That is empty now. So is this empty now? This is empty now. Alright, so let's clear out this. Clean out that. Clean out both of those, and then let's just have them put a priority on cleaning up this mess that I made. Hopefully they will clear that out before too long. Well, at least before this cleans up. Or this here ends up getting filled up. Alright, so I've got lots of logs. I got lots of storage for logs. What else can I do? That needs to be built, and it's got to be built. So those guys are working away there. As soon as this is in place, I can start pulling up the I've got replacement grindstones over here, right? So that is not necessary there. Why aren't you building that? You got tons of planks. Why are you complaining about planks? There we go. Now, I'm gonna put a new gatherer flag in here. And we don't have a problem with berries. So let's just leave it as one of them. Get the berries planted. What do we got? Blueberries. I don't know how far this guy reaches. Oh yeah, yeah, that's good. I'm gonna clean out this one too, just one more bush. And then this guy is not needed anymore because this guy's gonna be there. Oh. And this, I don't need this anymore. So I can get rid of these berry bushes. Like that. Right? We've got lots of carrots, so I don't know. I'm just gonna make it nice and even. I'm gonna clean that out there. I'm gonna get rid of this water bucket for the sake of symmetry. And I am going to put a road there. Well, I would if I had waited for them to finish cleaning this up. And then crops, I'll put carrots here. And then sunflowers are going to be everywhere. But they're gonna go sleep for a bit. Oh, it looks like the gatherer is still gathering berries even as they're cleaning them up. So that's good. Sort of. He's not really cleaning them up. Or he's not really gathering too many because we've got tons of berries. Ah. I guess I can take this opportunity to... Alright, so I moved the berry production. I just have to wait till that's cleaned up. I finished building that. Oh, and I moved the log storage. Hey, I didn't realize I needed to do that. Water block. Oh, new district. Right, yes, I was gonna do that. Expand flower fields. So... I don't have enough houses as well. I'm going to need some houses. Well, let's finish one thing at a time. Oh. Get it. You guys can... got more than enough berries now. We need some sunflowers. Yeah, that should be good. Oh, they can't reach that? Oh. Well, I'm sure it's fine. Um... Okay, we have a drought, but it looks like the overall... Yeah, see, everything's fine here. Yeah. So I set up a couple of districts as kind of placeholders for now. Um, I've got this here, which is primarily just for building this. And this over here, which is intended to start harvesting this. Most of it's been set up. Um, it's just basic setup, so there hasn't been anything else added to it. So I am going to need. You know what? I got lots of. We're gonna make some apartment buildings. Just because we can. Now, this isn't gonna be a huge facility or anything like that. Like it's basically just temporary for right now. So I'm not gonna end it. It doesn't need to be self-sustaining. I can move beavers over as they get too old to work. I will put this in here like that. The one thing that they will need is they are going to need some food. They're going to need... Oh, and I'm going to need this as well. And we are going to need a distribution post. Where can I put the distribution post? There? And I want it to be relatively close, but not that close. Yeah, I guess that's probably the best spot for it. Some levees in here like that. Nope, that's not the right one. That's the right one. So put that there. Alright, so I got that. So I just need, I need a... Yeah, see, those guys are working away. This is working just fine. I've replaced everything that I ended up pulling up. These guys are perfectly fine. These aren't filling up with water. I guess because it's too far to go, maybe? was gonna put a priority on this, but I mean, it's the only thing that they're building, so really it doesn't matter. See, I'm not sure on this what I'm gonna do. I'm not certain. Oh, I only need a small amount, so that's fine for that. That's fine for that. They're going to need some food, and they are going to need some water. They've got water right here, so why don't I do this? I'm going to change the path like this, maybe. And then they can do this here. Because that's fine, right? That reaches perfectly fine. So that should be more than enough water for them to be able to get what they need. They don't need a lot. They don't need a ton of storage, but maybe that should be good. Probably too much storage. All right. They are going to need some logs. They don't need a ton of logs, but these small piles are kind of useless. They don't really hold very much. You gotta add a ton of them just to be able to do anything with them. But I suppose the upside of it is that they don't take up much space. So, I mean, there's that. But I think the normal limits on the default limits on stuff is like 100, I think. So that, yeah, I need 5 of these. You know what? I'm gonna do these. Do I need planks for anything? Yes, I need planks for the hauling post. And the reason I want the hauling post is because that should get materials to this faster, which means that that's going to end up finishing faster. So yeah, I am going to need some planks, which is fine. I've got more than enough planks to cover everything. I'm going to need some food storage. Like that. What am I gonna store here? I'm gonna store a few berries. Nothing major. Just enough. And then this is gonna be carrots. now we will set up our distribution. So this is gonna need logs. They are going to need planks. They are going to need carrots. And they are going to need some berries. I mean, they don't need berries for... I mean, they eat berries, so it's perfectly fine for that. And for the time being, I'm gonna include water until they can get this built. So I'm gonna have to remember that I need to... I'm gonna increase that. I'm going to migrate the population. Nope, that's the wrong way. I want it to be this way. To there. So I need a minimum of 4 for now. And those guys will just work away, and like the busy beavers that they are, and they should be able to get everything working. And I also played around with the names, by the way, just because I was kind of amused with the kind of going on the Thousand Islands theme. So I started adding in... Oh, I didn't update that one because I was trying to figure out a name for it. I mean, there's 1,000 islands, so I'm trying to set them up as appropriate names. I thought this one was quite appropriate. Not just from the I think I might do this one as like a logging one, because then they'd have grindstones, because then it's Grindstone Island. Yeah, I know it's probably a terrible pun, but I thought it was funny at the time. I am going to have to put some priorities on this stuff, because you guys need this, this, and this, and you need to have it be done fast. So you guys get going on that stuff. Stop building those dams, because at this point in time it's perfectly fine. We're gonna have some troubles later, but I'll worry about that later. I need to consider storage. This water storage is not gonna cut it. The problem that I have, though, is that the current setup that I've got is, I don't think it's gonna work very well for what I have in mind. Because the next tier, the medium tank, it's a 2x2. It holds a lot more water in a small, relatively small space. But I'm gonna need gears for it, which I can unlock pretty straightforward, but The gear workshop needs 120 horsepower. And I don't think I have anywhere that is able to provide that. I don't know what that is like. Actually, you know what? Where's my... Oh, these guys don't have the, Oh, yeah, they do. The stream gauge. Right there. I'm going to put one right there. I think. That's probably the wrong spot to put it. Water level. Current water level is... Current water current is 0 CMS. So, yeah, that's not where I wanted to put it. I want to put it here. And I want to put it here. Because I want to test out and see what I have for water flow. Because I'm going to need more power on this, and I think the water wheels are ideal. I mean, I can unlock this engine as well. It takes up a lot more space, but it will burn fuel. So what have I got here? So this is 3 CMS. And that is 1 CMS here. So the water is condensed there. So can I... I've got more flow through here, but theoretically that there should also get me some water flow. So I'm gonna do this. Like that. I think. Because theoretically, if this is 3 CMS... Yeah, see, I'm getting 50 horsepower. Now, the downside of this is the fact that, as of right now, droughts are going to just... is going to eliminate all of this. So, I need water here. I forgot to do that. I forgot to set this as water. I need to increase this to 8. I need to have at least 8 people. When I say people, I mean beavers. So I need 1 more here. Only have housing for 8. But let's go with that, and then now once these guys here end up finishing doing the finishing these The levees here. That's going to end up stopping the water flow from going through there. And it can't go through here. And it won't be able to go through here or here, which means that it's got to go through here. Now, I am wanting to push towards getting a dam built there, but I'm not sure if I'm going to have enough space to be able to do it. How far does that stretch? Not quite far enough. Well, I'm gonna build levees out as far as I can. Maybe. So we'll be that even with that, I guess. That should be good for now. Because with this being red up to here... Oh, no, see, I don't... Even though it's red up to here, they can build up to here. So this is perfect. This is perfect. I can do this. So I'm going to put... I've got 6 going in here, right? Which means that... I'm going to do... 5. So that it kind of restricts the flow a little bit. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I want to do this. So... yeah, so I think that should be good. Yeah, this is going to be perfect. So it's going to end up restricting the flow, but not eliminating the flow, which means that it's going to force the water. Any water that comes in here is not going to be able to go out this way, and it's not going to be able to go out this way or this way. But it's going to be able to go out this way, which means that it's going to end up forcing it towards there. So all of this is going to end up filling up to here. So the vast majority of this water, I mean, obviously during a drought, most of this is going to end up disappearing because of evaporation, but this water is going to pool, which is going to be good. You know what? I'm going to put a dam in there like that. And I'm gonna put this across here like this. What am I at? What's the... yeah, see, it only goes to here, but they can... this blue outline is where they can build to, which is right to the edge. So all of this is going to end up getting built here, which means that all I need to do is get these guys to finish here. And yeah. So I need one more guy here. Like that. That fills in that. We've got more than enough space for everybody. We've got 4. As far as I know, these guys are both haulers and builders. And these guys are strictly just haulers. So these guys will help get materials from here to, well, wherever the... I don't have log storage. I don't. Oh, well, that would be a problem. And I need to remedy that quickly. I wish there was a copy and paste function on this stuff. Now that they've got this manually, that you gotta manually do this, really makes. Well, actually, let's see if I can. Can I do it? Nope, I can't. Alright, well. Yeah, it would be nice to have a. It would be really nice to have a copy paste function on this stuff now, because now each of these, before it just like it took whatever, right? So you just build a warehouse and they just dump stuff in when there was room and took some stuff out as they needed to. Didn't matter what it was, which ended up making it very difficult. Sometimes when you ended up having a lot of stuff, you'd have like one warehouse that had like uh, three carrots and like 150 other different things, but all small amounts. So managing the storage was kind of difficult. So I actually like this method because it makes it very easy to figure out where you need to go. Because all you need to do is just drop down a warehouse, and the warehouse that you need, set the material that you need on it. Now the downside is that if you need to put in many of them like this, you got to go into every single one of these and select it individually, which is painful. I mean, it's not that bad. So, but I mean, if there was a copy paste function, that would be awesome, honestly. All right, so I did this. I only have 2 of the 3 working. Why is there only 2 working? Because there's not enough flow. So this is not gonna work. This is, oh, because it's a drought. But the water should still be flowing. Oh well. Must have been a glitch. I guess I won't concentrate on that yet. So see, this is drying up completely because this has 0 water retention here. There was just like a thin layer of water here. So I want to get that fixed as soon as I possibly can. And it is almost there. So by the end of this drought, this will be eliminated here. But the one good thing is that it's not a huge deal for right now, just because I have all of this water available to me. And in fact, it's a secondary point to this. I wonder if I should just have this as like a water collection because it pools here. Just like fill this entire area with water collection and then have these guys distribute water for all the districts. Maybe? No, it's a possibility. I mean, well, they worked way too fast. They're almost done, and now I don't know what to do with them. Just let them sit there and die of old age. I don't like that idea, but I mean, I don't really have a purpose for this district. Because, I mean, even this area here really isn't that useful. And overall, they're doing really well. Like, they're producing so much, and it's self-sufficient enough. Even during this drought, they're still, because of the setups that I've got here, the water collection versus the water irrigation is balanced enough to not need to worry about that, which I'm really happy about. All right. Well, where do we go next? First of all, I think that I need to finish this here. Looks like I can cover a large distance here. So I'm gonna clean this area off here and see what I can open up. I want to remove stuff. So I think that's good. I'm gonna put a priority on this, just because that gives me pathways to work with. And we'll go like this. I don't know how far in they can actually go. Whether they can actually cover this entire area or not. Yeah, see, the pathway reaches to the end of here. So that's... I think for this it should be fine, because what we got there? Yeah, so it looks like they can eliminate all of that, and it looks like we have access to the whole area from this, which is good. We can only build buildings up to this point here, but with access from the buildings themselves, it should be fine. I still don't know what I want to do with this, but at least if I clean it off, I'm going to end up having better more options available to me. Okay, the drought is over in half a day-ish. which is good, because now that this is finished and this is all closed up, after this drought is over, this is going to end up pooling with water, and it's going to retain water, which means that I can start looking at, because all of this is accessible with anything that's water based, which is specifically my intention is to have it be available for aquatic plants. We have aquatic farmhouses available. Aquatic farmhouses allow you to grow plants that need to be submerged in water. Of those, I have cattails and spatterdock. Cattails are similar to wheat in that you need to process it into a flour and then bake it into, I think, crackers, cattail crackers or something like that. So that's not the ideal. Spatterdock is more similar to potatoes. You need to grill it, which we can do half decently. So what I'd like to concentrate on is this spatterdock, is getting the spatterdock, because alright, this is filling up. We've got it filling up, and it's not filling in from this side. Water's flowing in. I mean, it's a large area for it to fill up, so it's gonna take a little bit. But it has nowhere else to go except to pool and to then go out that direction. Yeah, it's taking a really long time to fill up. And the other thing that I would like to add to this, since we will have a... Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that there. Actually, I'm actually going to put a stream gauge in there, honestly. Even though it's not... right here. That is not accessible. Oh, it is. Yes. Because they can come in from this side. Uh, 0.67. Oh, and water. Look at that. See that? I see water movement. So the water is actually flowing out through there, which means that it's filled up enough, because these, I believe these are set at 0.75 of a block, right? It doesn't say. These floodgates are 0.5 of a block, so you can have them stop completely, but their setting points are either a full block or a half block, whereas I'm pretty sure these are 0.75 of a block that they can flow through. You can kind of see that like the spot where the water can come through is like right near the top. So it will fill up to about 7.75 of a block, which is what we've got here. I mean, obviously it's not exact, but now the downside is that this is not flowing through here now. Pretty sure because it's flowing through here more than it is flowing through there. I'm going to put my tester thingies here. There. And there for good measure. And then... yeah, because this is 0... means that it's not flowing in here. It's reached its limit here, so it's not coming through here. It's being pushed through here and through here. So this is likely, because there's no resistance here and there's some resistance on other spots, it's filled up, but it's not, because water will go I mean, like water in general in real life ends up going to the path of least resistance, and that's, I mean, it's not 100% to real life the way that the water works here, but it's very similar. So it's going through here before it's going through all of the other spots. So what we need to do is we need to stop this up. We need to stop this from flowing freely through here and making sure that it has to go through here. And the only way to do that is to be able to dam it up, which I can't reach. I can only reach to here, and even when I didn't have this district gate in here, I think I was only able to get to like here with the district, which is why I built this. So we're gonna have to do the same thing that we did down here, is we need to set these guys up to be self-sufficient. Now, cool thing is I can do a similar setup as there, in that water is going to be needed. So like there, they're going to need water storage. Like that, they are going to need... what are they going to need? They are going to need some... Actually, I've got enough space here, so I'm just going to do that and that. So this is going to be for planks. This is going to be for logs. We are going to need a distribution post, which doesn't quite fit here. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be really weird about this, and I'm going to do this. And while these guys are asleep, I'm going to fool around with that, make the pathway slightly longer. I don't think it matters that much. And I'm going to put that there. Why? Because I can. And then we'll put a... I mean, it's a little bit weird, but it fits. So, it fits, I sits. Just like a cat. Alright, so this is going to be there. So I've got that and that. I need some... food storage, so it's gonna need to have That's not gonna fit anyway, so I'm gonna do that there and that there. This is going to be berries. This is going to be carrots, mostly because that is the most things that I have. I have lots and lots of berries, and I have lots and lots of carrots, as you can tell. For some reason, I don't have a lot of sunflower seeds. Don't know why. I wonder if I... Do I need to build another... Do I not have enough workers? Is that just the issue? And then we're gonna do... we need some place for these guys to live. So I'm gonna build a couple of apartment buildings like that. I am going to build a hauler post just because that should give me yeah. Hauler post is there. I'm gonna need it regardless anyways, so is that all I'm gonna need? Yeah, so that should be fine. This I need to set up my distribution routes. I don't have enough workers. If I recall correctly, I don't have enough beds. I don't know if I should go higher. You know what? I am not going to go higher. I am going to go like this. And I'm going to put another house right there. Because I can. Oh, you know what? I don't like that being there. I'm gonna pause them. Oh, they've already built it. Well, I guess... Yep. Sorry, guys. I made you build that for nothing. Because I'm an idiot. Well, no, it's because I don't think that far ahead. There we go. What did I just press? I just pressed something. I don't know what it was. You need to prioritize that, and that's gonna end up doing this. And the reason I want that to be like that is because I'm also going to build some levees here. And then I'm going to have a house here. Like that. That increases my houses by 2. Hopefully that will give enough buffer room To be able to do this, I need to establish some distribution routes. So they are going to need berries. They are going to need carrots. They are going to need logs. They are going to need planks. And for right now, they are going to need water. Now, if they produce their own water, that's good. They won't need to... This will basically stop trying to push the water in, because once it reaches a distribution limit, because these distribution limits, so when you're setting these up, just because you have a distribution route set up doesn't mean that they're going to actually try to fill that need. It's based on distribution limits. So these distribution limits, by default, they are on and they are set to 100 for every item. That doesn't mean that it's going to send every item. It just means that it limits how much it can accept through the distribution to that district based on this amount. And you can remove it. So if you take this off, it will, if you have a distribution route, it will not limit. It will just keep bringing in as many as it can until not only it fills up any warehousing that you have, but it will also fill up this drop-off point. Now the danger with that is that your capacity for this is only 300 units, and that 300 units doesn't matter what it is, but if you don't have any limits on, it will just fill right up. And once it reaches that capacity, they can't move anything, which means that your risk is that you could completely fill up your warehousing and you could completely fill up your distribution point. So if you've got, or your drop-off point, so if you've got multiple items that are supposed to be coming in, you're only getting one item. You're not getting the other stuff. So if that other stuff is important, it doesn't matter, because they're just gonna not be able to do anything, because they're just gonna be bringing in this infinity thing, whatever that one is. So I do not recommend that you ever set this to infinity, but you can play around with these numbers and set them to what you need. Because if you need, if your beavers are going through like 150 berries, and you're only bringing over 100 at maximum, it's not going to be enough. And if they're not growing it locally, it's going to be an issue. But this distribution limit affects the entire district. It applies to the entire district. So it's not just this capacity that it's dealing with, it's the entire one. So you can see here, well, I guess you can't really see from that one, but berries, well, actually we can see here, see, berries, we've got 100 stock. So they haven't brought in any more berries because there's 100 berries available. Same with these carrots. Now they've hit this 100 limit. It doesn't matter that the storage capacity is 200. They've hit the 100 limit and they've stopped bringing it. So let's say that you want to increase it to 150. Again, it will keep bringing them in until it reaches the overall district capacity. Now, whatever you set this to be, make sure that you have somewhere for it to go, because otherwise it's going to be stocked right here at the drop-off point, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Because if that's the storage because you can use this as a storage facility without actually making any, because they'll still haul stuff from this drop-off point, so it's not going to be a big deal. But your capacity is still 300. So if you've got, like here, I've got 5 items here, so that's potentially, and all of them are set at 100, which means that potentially I'm bringing in 500 units, but I only have a capacity for 300, which means that they're going to bring in 300 units worth of stuff, and then they're just going to stop working, because that's the overall capacity of the entire district is going to end up being that 300. But because I've built these storage facilities, it's moving. That's why this capacity is 0 of 300, is because they've already hauled, the haulers have already taken those resources and they've put them into the facilities that they need, and that also includes the water. So my water is not at full capacity. Oh, I've already reached the point where that's not working. But yeah, so, but yeah, back to my point is that, they're not bringing in any more water now, because my distribution is 100, or my local storage capacity and is set at 100. So as long as the combined water storage is 100 units, they are not going to bring in any more water. So as long as I can increase this, it doesn't matter, as long as my storage capacity is above this distribution limit, and my local supply of it is higher than that distribution limit, because it's gonna fill this up, and then I am going to, like, they're gonna stop bringing stuff in. So I don't necessarily need to remove this, because the fact that they're bringing this water in, or producing the water locally and filling up the overall capacity, they're gonna stop hauling that stuff, because that district doesn't need it anymore, which is the whole point of the distribution limits. So you can keep this here, because let's say that like this district is kind of a bad example, but let's say that I have breeding pods. So they're producing more beavers in this. If they're producing more beavers in this district, and then the district ends up reaching the limit where the production of this water ends up going below what the amount of population needs, this is going to start kicking in. So they're going to start bringing in water until the storage capacity reaches 100. So you always have this as a buffer, regardless of what you're doing. So it's always nice to have that as a a backup plan kind of thing, which is good. So now we're going to bring in some population here, I think, because I think we're ready for this. We've got these guys. We've got 34 extra oh. We don't have any extras. Oh, so, you know what? I'm going to eliminate this district. This is maintaining the population at 9, so I'm going to maintain the population at 0. It's not going to eliminate those guys yet, but I will now do this. This minimum is a great thing to use when you're doing multiple districts, and especially if you don't have breeding pods local to where you're at. So what this ends up doing is that this will maintain a minimum of 4 adult beavers at a time, and you can set it to children. So let's say that you want to if there's a particular district that you want to have the children be at, different than where the adults are. Oh, it's the first drought after this has been filled up. And look at that. Look at that. Look at all that water. Now, obviously, most of this is going to end up evaporating because it's not being replenished, but I think that's good. It's good. So once these guys build this here, I think we're gonna start with, let's put some priorities on this. So this has got to be a priority, this is gonna be a priority, and I guess these. Now, the next thing that I need to take into consideration is I don't want water flowing through here. But I don't know if I want to completely eliminate the water going through there. I need to increase this to 5 because I need 1 for here and 4 for there. Once this is built, I'll increase it by another 5. But my old age deaths versus new births, I think, has reached a critical point. Oh, I wonder if this district can reach over to here too. That's an idea. But first things first, let's not get distracted like I always do get distracted. I am going to put this in here like that. Put this in here like that, and then this is going to be I don't think I want to have this bring water in at all. And my reasoning on that is I want it to flow through here, flow all the way through here, and then through there. I need to fill up this as well, because this is my reservoir for this. Oh, that might be an issue. I think I'm going to move my water pump to there, because right now it's here, meaning that it's gonna end up, I mean, I don't think there's much of a risk because we've only got 3.2 days to go. But if this ends up going down to here, I mean, this reservoir doesn't hold very much to begin with. I don't like the idea that it's there. Why are they not building this? There we go. Thank you. What's taking you so long? Yeah, so this is going to be a priority as well, because I'm going to change from this one to this one, because this is going to end up letting me get water all the way down to that level, and it's not going to end up interfering with anything else. And I think that this is going to end up reaching all the way to here. Yeah. Okay, so that's, I think they're good on that. I need to increase my population by 5 more. So actually we need to have 10. Because we need 4 here. We need 1 for the water pump, and we need 5 for the haulers. So once this is built, then I'll delete the other water pump. This has so much water in it that it's working really well. And see, this is keeping all its water. Despite evaporation, it hasn't been eliminated completely. This is using up this water, but I mean, this is feeding into it, but I mean, it's not that big of a deal. So we're still only at 0.08. And we've got less than it. We've got about a day. So as long as this can stay here for the entire drought, we can start putting aquatic farmhouses in here and utilize all of this space as aquatic farmland, and other things as well. Because I mean, you've got. We could also pull out these as well, like, because these irrigation, like this irrigation, I should be able to eliminate those, because if it's if this is supplying water to all of this, because this is full, I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't need this. And I don't need this. I still need this because this is drying up. And I still need this because this is only going to end up giving me one layer worth of one. If I ended up getting rid of this, all of this would end up just drying up. Because you can see here, even though I've got water here and I've got water here, this is completely dry because it's not high enough. The water isn't high enough to be able to cover this spot. So that's kind of the downside of just filling up the water. That's so the amount of water that I had is just barely not enough. I think I should be all right, but I'm kind of worried that if it dries out like this, that it's gonna end up the aquatic plants need to have at least some water in them or around them on the block that they're at in order to continue growing. Like these plants here just need to have water provided to them, but aquatic ones actually need the water to actually stay. So I may have to think things through a little better, but it all depends on this, because once this is built and the water stops flowing through here and starts being pushed through here, I think we're gonna be good. I'm kind of worried about flooding, but I mean, there's not a lot I can do about that. What are my priorities at the moment? What are you guys working on? Are you guys even working on anything at all? Why aren't you working on this? Oh, because this isn't a priority. How about that? Is that a priority? Is this a priority? You don't have enough logs. Why don't you have enough logs? Are you not getting logs from here? Because I don't have enough people to operate the distribution. Why can't I... do I need more pods? Are these guys not growing up fast enough? Must be. I mean, I've got more than enough beds. Their well-being is still 8. I wonder if I should start thinking about getting their happiness levels up. Well, assuming that this is fine, I am going to set up an entertainment district. So we'll get some shrines in here. Like that. Get some roads in here. Like that. We're gonna need some more pods. Like that. I don't want to start spamming the pods, though. The risk with pods is with the other faction. I don't remember what their um, um, I don't remember what they're called, but with the other faction, you didn't have to worry about population explosion because they limited if you had an open space in a house, they would always try to fill it, and they wouldn't fill it past the capacity for your overall housing. So the only way that you, or the only thing that you needed to do to increase the population was add a house, and no big deal. With this, however, as long as they have water and they have berries, these paws will just keep producing children. So if you have too many of these, what you end up having is they will produce past this, and they'll produce past your overall capacity. So what you'll get is you'll have so many children being born that your adults are just gonna start dying off. I mean, they're gonna end up regulating the population. Like, it's gonna end up finding a balance, but the problem is that you're gonna end up having beavers that are starving to death in order to balance the population. Not plus you're gonna end up having people sleeping in the streets and stuff like that, so it's never a good idea. So trying to balance the number of working breeding pods and the amount of resources that you have available. I mean, you can make as many beds as you want. That's not a big deal, but maintaining the population based on the number of breeding pods versus how much food and water you can produce is critical, because you end up getting, I've had some, I mean, obviously it's been earlier versions of it, so they things might have improved since then, but like, I've reached points where I basically, it was in a negative spiral. Everybody was dying because, and the breeding pods weren't keeping up with the speed at which they were dying, because this population had completely eliminated all of the food, and the food wasn't being produced fast enough to sustain the existing population. The existing population was eating all of the food that was like, even the berries it was eating, so there wasn't any this, so it was like utter chaos. And I don't think it completely wiped them out, but it was bad. I will say that it was bad. Those poor beavers were in a horrible situation. Why is there still people here? There are still beavers here. I'm closing this district. Why are you still here? Leave. Go. I set it to 0. Why are you still here? This is Howe Island. I need you to go to there. No, that's the wrong thing. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's not fine because these guys are now, because there's still not enough. They're starving. They're starving. They're starving because there's not enough. This is. Oh, where's Ganonakwe? There we go. Alright, so you need to go to there. So that you guys can go to here. So that you guys can start giving them food. Oh, look at that. So I've got no berries. I've got no carrots. Oh, we're finally getting carrots. Finally getting stuff. Oh, those poor beavers. I'm so sorry, guys. That was my own stupidity. I thought that eliminating this would just, like... But I guess it's gonna still keep trying to fill the requirement. Like, it'll... If there's a workplace, it'll fill that, so... I was kind of hoping that they would just move once I ended up getting rid of that, but I guess that was wrong. Oh well. I was wrong. I learned something. I learned something today. Learn something new every day. Well, I can just eliminate that. Alright, so we are good on this. My one concern on this is once I fill this up, am I gonna start having to deal with flooding? Because I don't know if the exit points are going to be enough to satisfy that. Yeah, see, this isn't working. That's not gonna work. Oh well. What I need to do is I need to make a power station up here. Restrict the flow on this to specific, to like very little, and then just like spam the water wheels. I mean, for right now, this would probably be good there, but well, we're getting there. Slowly, but we're getting there. I am going to need... But I think we're good for this, for the time being, at least. You guys aren't storing water there at all. Is it because you're too far away from stuff? I suppose. Guess I can start doing this. Just use up all the available space. Alright, One thing that I was working on. So I think the population is starting to grow again with this, which is good. Because this is slowly going back down. I still need 2 more beavers for there, but we've got 10 children at the moment. And however many odds that we got, that's 3, 6, 10. Is this children including the pods? I didn't think it did, but it almost looks like that's what it is. We've got some shrines going. Oh, yay! Look, we're up to 9. Sweet. I need... So, they're getting lots of sunflower seeds. They're like getting lots of carrots. They've got grilled potatoes. They need some more campfires. So I am going to put another campfire here, like that. Some rooftop terraces would be really awesome, but I don't know where to actually put them. I mean, I know they have to be rooftop terraces, but I don't have a rooftop to put them on. Oh, right, that kind of helps. All right. Got potatoes. I don't think I can build. Where's my limits here? I've got a limit there, so I wonder if I can drop another one of these here, maybe. Guess that works. Speaking of which, these guys probably would appreciate a couple of those. I don't think they need grindstones or anything. They are going to be working in some dangerous situations, so I'm going to put a couple of beds down just in case. Some shrines. Really want to encourage them to worship false gods or anything, but don't know what these shrines are for besides their need for spirituality. All right, that is that. I got medical beds there. So these guys don't do a lot of traveling, so I think I'm gonna do this. So this is a double shower, which means that at least 2 of these beavers can come here and get their fur wet. Which will improve their overall well-being. So we'll do that. What else do I need here? And I'm going to prioritize, despite the fact that I'd really like to build this. Oh, we're in another drought. Oh, and it's like, it's over 8 days. It should be fine. Should be fine. Because these guys don't... Some of these guys end up having to travel through here. So because they're traveling through here, so like... This guy just came through the water. And this guy is going through the water, so he's swimming. So he has wet fur here because he's gone through there. But not all of them end up having that. Like these guys, there's no spot that they're going through to work to get that. So that's why this is going to be critical, because that will end up increasing, because like here their well-being is only 6. Because their hunger, their thirst, their sleep, and their shelter is covered. And they have carrots, and how are they getting grilled potatoes? Huh. Apparently they're getting grilled potatoes. I don't know from where, but I guess they've got some grilled potatoes coming from somewhere. But I guess that doesn't hurt to have some grilled potatoes going. Why not? Grilled potatoes. And let's do a storage facility. A medium warehouse. So we'll do that, and we'll build a path. And that should be good. So this is going to be grilled potatoes. I mean, you can't get all the materials. Oh, because the logs are being used for other stuff. That's fine. It's fine. We're all fine here. Well, at least we've reduced the amount of water that's going through here, which is forcing the water through there. So hopefully, once that's done, we're going to be able to have this be good. Alright, so we've got grilled potatoes going. We've got 1 shower here. We got a couple of shrines. I'd like them to have a little bit more fun, though. So these guys need some fun. And in order to have some fun, they're going to need a Lido, which I can build, and I've got enough science points for it. But I'm going to need 2 things. One is I need a source for water. And the other thing that I need is a path to it. Okay, so that should be good there, and then we'll do this here, like that. The reason why I'm thinking this is because I might close this in. And have this area here be sustained by this. So then, like right now, this is kind of redundant, like because I'm being supplied by all of this. So all of this has water being supplied to it from this. So this is pointless. So I can either eliminate this or create a purpose for it. And I think that if I do that, I am going to need to change the way that I am working with this. Which means that I need to do that, and that. And bypass this. Put a priority on these guys. Well, when they wake up. So for right now, this should be fine because I will put down the Lido or Lido, however way that you pronounce it. Oh, that's not gonna work for me. I was hoping I had one space. I need 2 spaces, so that actually isn't so bad. No, that's fine. But that does mean that oh, no, not that one. There, and then there, and then we'll do this here. So do I want it on both sides? So I'm gonna need 1, 2, and then 3, and then 4. Like that. Right? Then this is gonna be like that. So we're gonna have a Lido from here, and we're gonna have a Lido from there. So each of these allows for 7 visitors. I don't know if that's per day though, because I don't think that's per day. I think that's per time. But I mean, can we get 14 per day? Can we do like 28 per day? I don't know how that works. Or is it only 7 per day? I don't know. Okay, so this is there. So I'm gonna have to remove this. Like that. Oh no, they're stranded. No, they're stranded. Fix this. Fix it. Fix it. Fix it. Fix it. Fix it. I need to fix it fast. Fix it. Come on. No, don't go to bed. I screwed up. I screwed up badly. Come on, fix it. Fix my horrible mistake, which is these guys are gonna... Oh, and this guy's already starving. Oh, that's not fair. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really, really sorry. It was stupid. It was totally stupid. Oh. Thank you for solving. Oh, I can't eliminate that yet because this has got to be finished first. Oh, well, that was stupid. Well, at least they fixed it quickly enough. Sleep. Somebody is not getting enough sleep. Why are they not getting enough sleep? There's enough beds for everybody. Guess they're having too much fun? Or is it just a side effect of... Yeah, that's not gonna work. I'm gonna eliminate that. Because I want it to be accessible for the majority of the time. So what I might do is I will get rid of the medical bed and add in shower here and add a path there, and then I will put the do I want another shrine, or do I want... Because what are these guys at? So, I mean, it seems to be all right. They could probably use another campfire, maybe. And I think the shrine is all right. No, I guess they could use another shrine. I'm gonna put another shrine in. Clean up the mess that I made, please, because... Well, they can't really use this... They can't really use this spot here. So what if I did this? If I put that there, can I put a... I can't. Because this needs to be right on the ground. So I guess I'll put it there. Good enough. Good enough. What else can I do for these guys? Oh, it's done! The levee is done. And the drought is over. The water is flowing again. I don't have any flooding yet. And I think that this didn't lose any water throughout the drought. So where is the water flowing? Water is flowing very fast through here. It's flowing very fast through there. It's flowing decently through there. So this is 2.5, 2.4 CMS. This is 2.42 CMS. So not bad. Not getting any flooding. not even any borderline flooding either, so I mean, I think we're good? Maybe? All right. So yeah, I think that's got it. Um. Well-being. Overall well-being is up to 10. Cause I've added the fun zone. That is finished building there, so I am going to eliminate this here. And the cool thing is that this is going to fill up this, as well as maintain irrigation. So even if this area here ends up drying out at any point in time, they're still gonna have fun, because this irrigation. Well, I guess it's not called irrigation, is it? It's water pump. The water pump is going to start filling that in. So we are good. How far away is... Yeah, see, it's not even going into the orange. So they'll be able to reach everything just fine. I wouldn't mind having them be able to have a little bit of fun here. So what I will do is I'm gonna do this ends up going down by a lot, and I'm not sure if I want that to be obviously can't use this because this is gonna end up, this is now the low point. So unless I can come all the way down to here and all the way along here and block these off and dam them up, this area is not really gonna get a whole lot of water, and it's gonna end up drying out completely during the droughts, so it's fine. So I think we're good so far. Oh, we're up to 11. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. 11. So we've got lots of beavers being very happy with their lives. I'd like to have more, though. So I'm going to see about some decorations. So shrubberies seem to do something. I don't know what they do, but pardon me. But they seem to do something, so maybe just lots of girl beavers that like to have shrubberies. Or maybe they're all just knights that say "ni." Sorry, really bad Monty Python reference. And I will also unlock the beaver statue. You know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna move this shrubbery back there. And then once that shrubbery is built, I will add the beaver statue to the outside of it. A bell. What's a bell do? It rings at the beginning and the end of a workday. So does that just mean that it makes an annoying sound all the time? I don't know if I like that idea. Oh, the statues are different. Well, that's cool. I did not realize that. The factions seem to have different statues. I think that's pretty cool. Can they reach this? I don't know. I'm going to take a chance, and I'm going to try putting that there. And I'm going to see if that is accessible. Oh, even the shrubberies are different. Oh, well that's kind of cool. The other faction, I don't remember what the other faction is. They have green shrubberies. These guys have red shrubberies. That's very interesting. I find that fascinating. I mean, that's one of the things that they were talking about in one of the is it developer streams? Or was it just a post? I don't remember. It might have been just a post on Steam, but one of the things that they were saying is they were trying to make factions be a little more unique. So that like each faction was had more distinct things unique to each of them, so that there was very little overlap between them. Because I mean, before there was a lot of overlap. Like there's like both factions had the same things, which I mean is good because in a certain sense, from a gameplay perspective, if you're playing a new faction, you want to have some stuff be similar. That way you can just pick it up a lot easier. But also from the discovery aspect of games as well, it's kind of nice to have something that's different, because otherwise you end up playing as one faction. Well, I mean, it's the same as RPGs. You end up playing as one character, and then if all the characters are basically the same, then there's no point. You just pick one that you like the look of, and then you only ever play as that one character. Whereas if each of them has different abilities, you have to actually look in. Okay, well, this one has this thing unique about them. This one has this unique thing about them. So you end up finding one that is unique to your play style, and then working within that, which I think is good, because it makes it a lot more interesting. Now, I am going to need to build a storage facility. And in order to do that, I would like to build it down here. On this level, but there's water there. And I'd like to have it be close by here because I want to pull all of this stuff here and put it into a storage facility. I only have these large industrial piles available to me, but they don't really carry very, or they don't keep very much. I don't want to just litter this entire spot with storage facilities, but because these stack, there's nothing wrong with utilizing those or the ability for them to stack. But the issue that I have is I don't want to disrupt this because this ends up giving me an additional boost for any of the workers that are here. So then they don't necessarily need to use these facilities. So they should be a lot more efficient. But the problem with that is that I don't think that what am I thinking? For right now, I'm not thinking. I am going to do this and this and this, that, and I guess there, maybe. I guess that works. Well, I think we're good for now. At any rate, I think I've boosted that overall well-being as far as I can get it. I'd like a Lido here. Oh, I was distracted. Although, I suppose for right now, I'm just gonna drop down a pile. I'll just do that for now. We'll set this to scrap. Because it's kind of pointless to start worrying about stuff that I don't have yet, because right now they're not collecting anything, so I don't know, like, just what's the point in having to worry about that if they're not actually doing anything. I'm gonna remove this here so that that is workload over. They are going to need another person, so I think I'm going to do this. So rather than eliminate my limits, I am just going to end up eliminating the number of jobs, because right now there's not a lot of building necessary, and I've got 5 haulers who will be able to get that done quite easily. So we're gonna do this. I'm gonna drop in another one of those, and then once they build that, I'm gonna drop this down by that, and then this guy is going to do there. As of right now, they don't have enough space to work. But they should be able to alternate, I think. Maybe, not really. I don't know. I just don't know. No, that should be fine, because I mean, it's gonna end up taking them a while to go through that. What are we at? What are those ones? That's 6. That's 15. So I don't know what the overall. Yeah, these ones are pretty decent though. So we've got 75 there. We've got 45 there. So there's a fair amount of iron metal. They just call it metal. They don't call it iron. It could be iron, it could be aluminum. It looks like iron, but it could be a mix of iron and aluminum. So we will likely need to consider additional things. But for right now, I think this is good. You know what? Oh, I just had an idea. There's my rooftop terraces. And I'm gonna put another one of these here. And this is also going to be for scrap metal. Yeah, now they've got enough room, and apparently they're able to occupy the exact same space. It's beaverception. But that's fine. Once they end up getting through that, it should be good. I'll add a pathway here just to make it easier. It should be good there. So what else do these guys need? I mean, I've closed off everything. I've gotten the storage good. And I think, we've got a 5.9 day or a 6-day drought. It might have been longer, and I only am just looking at it now. But this will be my test, because this is now dried out, which is fine. They still have water here. They still have water here. This is still lots of water. So I mean, even if the water is flowing weird, but whatever, doesn't matter. This is full. So what I want to be able to tell here is I want to know if this is going to stay with at least a little bit of water through a decently long drought. which I'm not sure on, because the two scenarios that I have are, one, because I want to start building aquatic farms. Aquatic farms need water. Because I mean, they're aquatic farms, right? So I can't I can't not have water. So I either have to this either is able to supply water through this entire system throughout an entire drought, and the water will not evaporate enough to be able to completely dry out. If it does, if it dries out at any point in time along the drought cycle, I am going to need to have a way of maintaining the amount of water that's in there. So if the natural flow of the water and the dams that I've got are not going to cut it, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to set up a levee the same way that I've got this, and I'm going to have to supply the water to it the same way as I've got this, so that it's always getting a constant supply of water through the entire drought, which isn't necessarily good or bad, but I need to decide that before I start putting it in, because once I put the fields in, and, well, I guess fields, I don't know what you would call it. Are they fields if they're underwater? I don't remember what rice paddies? Is that what they're called? Paddies? I don't remember. I'd have to look it up. Yeah. If you're coming across this and you and you know what they're called, let me know in the comments. Because I would really like to know. And I'm probably going to forget as soon as I end up finishing the stream that I'm going to end up looking, because, you know, I'm random, and I don't always remember what I'm doing. I mean, I even have a to-do list to remember from one game to the next, so... Which, speaking of which, while I'm waiting for this, I might as well check off my list. So, I have set up the new districts for water blocking, and I have done all of that. So, all of this is good. This is good too. I like it. If I put Lidos in here, I'm gonna have to do the same as this, and because I think the water level might end up getting too low to support them. So I think if I end up putting in a natural setup like this, I think it should be good. But so far, I don't see... Like, we're still only at 0.42, and we've got less than 2 days, like almost a day and a half left of the drought, and we've gone from 0.76 theoretically to 0.4 in that period of time, and this was what, 6 days, 7 days, 6 or 7 day drought. So we could probably go, because that's 0.3. That's a good question. So 0.3 divided by, well, let's say 0.3 over the entire period. No, it'll be 0.4. So 0.4 over the entire period. Divided by what? 6? 0.4 divided by 6 is 0.0666 repeating per day. So if we do it over the entire, let's say that we want 0.6 at least to be, or 0.06 to be at least. So 7 divided by 0.0, 10.5 days. So if we've got 0.7 of a block, if it uses up 0.7 of a block through the entire drought, we can go 10.5 days of drought. So yeah, I think this is gonna end up cutting it. So let's unlock this. Now, the farmhouses cannot be underwater, which is kind of weird, but I guess so. I mean, beavers don't build their huts underwater. They go through the water to get to their huts. So, let's build a platform. I guess there. We will put an aquatic farmhouse there. I will put a path to it. Like that. And that will cover a very large area. Let's increase the, let's do that and see how far. Nope, it's still not covering that. But that's still a lot of area to cover. So let's go with, we are going to do Spatterdock. I think that's a good starting point. I don't have enough lumber production to account for too many things, because, well, I also don't have power. I don't have enough power to cover something that requires turning into flour, because turning something into flour requires power of some sort. Right now I'm getting away with this because I've got, I guess one YouTuber called it the Wheel of Shame. So that's powering these guys just fine. But obviously this is a 1-to-1 ratio, so the power that one of these generates is equal to the power that one of these needs, but this is like the lowest tier of power requirement. Anything above that will require multiples of these for just one building. So not the most efficient, I will say. So we need an alternative to this. But for right now, that's going to end up doing it just fine. I need to grill this spatter dock. But first things first, I need to store this spatter dock. Which that might be an issue. What about... I'm going to clear out this. And... that. No, like that. I'm gonna make a path from here to here. And I'm going to put a stairway here. And then I'm going to put a medium warehouse right there. So this is going to be for putting Spatterdock in. And then I'm gonna put the Spatterdock back in here. Nope, that's the wrong thing there. There we go. So back to growing that. That's gonna end up taking a while to do. I need to, so I've got to store that the storage facility is here, so that's good. Now I need to grill said. I don't know if this is keeping up with that. Do I have storage for potatoes? Oh, that's where I'm storing potatoes. So yeah, I think we're good on that. Sorry, my brain just shut down for a second. I think I've been streaming for too long. Oh, yeah, because I've been streaming for 2.5 hours. That would be the reason why my brain is not shutting down. That, and I probably need more coffee, because I have gone through 2 cups of coffee, and it's obviously not enough coffee. I need a grill. And I need wood in order to power said grill. And I don't think that the current facilities that I have are going to cut it. So I am going to need some more. Which, as it happens... Can I reach this from up here? It's too far from the district. I cannot. Is this too far from the district? What I am... Oh, yes, it is. It is too far from the district. I don't know what to do. But I think... I'm gonna have to close this off for now. Because I am not thinking straight. I'm gonna get some more coffee, and I'm gonna take a look at everything and update my to-do list and see if I can work out a way of moving forward, because right now I don't have anything in my to-do list. This is actually even beyond my to-do list, which I'm glad that I've got that there, but I'm really gonna have to think about what I'm gonna need to do next. So I need grilling. Uh, buildings for spatter dock. Additional wood production is going to be needed, but yeah, I leave that with me. I will make a list of things that I need to do next. But I think this is a good stopping point, anyways, because we did a lot today. Got this here up and running. Got all the water situations squared away. We have not had any dried up spots during these last couple of droughts. So I am very happy with the way that things are working. I mean, we're even starting to collect up metal blocks or scrap metal to be able to make metal blocks. So I am really happy with the progress that we've been made so far. I think that we will start to get into some issues if we don't start expanding some of the additional things that we need to do. Oh, these need metal blocks for this. Well, no wonder they're not building them. Well. Oh well. Well, it makes sense that they're iron teeth and their beaver statues need metal blocks. Well, it'll be a good thing that we get metal blocks going. But yeah, so for right now, that is going to be it for me today. I had a lot of fun. Timberborn is a really enjoyable game for me. There's a lot of thinking and working through things, and for a city builder game, I like the relative simplicity of it, but it's not too simple. You have to think things through and plan things out, because there are beavers' lives at stake. So it's really fun so far. I'm enjoying this Thousand Islands map. I'm actually enjoying it a lot better than the Helix map, mostly because it's requiring a lot more spreading out and thinking things through for being able to expand and making sure that everything is squared away before you expand too much. And I'm enjoying working with the Iron Teeth. There's a lot of new things with them that I hadn't played with before, so I'm really happy about that. And if you enjoyed this, please make sure to add a like. I don't know what it does for YouTube algorithms or anything like that, but it at least lets me know that you do enjoy seeing this content. If you really liked this content as well, make sure to subscribe. You can stay up to date on future episodes coming out of Timberborn, as well as taking a look at all of the other games that I've got on the go. I basically play one game every day. Some days, on the days that I have off, I end up playing two different games. So there's lots of selection to choose from. Most of them are either city builder games similar to Timberborn, or they are open world building games and playing with automation, like Satisfactory and Space Engineers. So I'm sure there's at least one of them that you will find that you enjoy. So make sure to subscribe, and I stream them before I end up posting them they're posted as videos. So make sure to subscribe so that you are let know when those streams start. Typically, I end up doing it around 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is a bit early for a lot of people, but maybe you're in the part of the world that that is not so early for. But even if it is early for you and you're up and you want to see some gameplay, maybe chat a little bit, that is appreciated. I apologize in advance if I do miss your chat. Not many people are showing up right now, so I don't always recognize it right or see it right away, but try to be patient with me as I get to know a lot more new features with YouTube, with streaming, and with producing content in general. Additionally, there's comments as well. You're likely seeing this as a video. Add some comments, say hello. I will try to respond to any comments pretty quickly. And if you have any suggestions as far as the game is concerned, any ideas that you might have, or even if you have any questions. I mean, I've played these games for quite a bit, so I know quite a lot. I've also followed a lot of them on YouTube, so I've picked up some things from YouTubers that are way smarter than me and way better at gaming than me, so I might be able to pass along either where I got some information from or just pass along the information that I've learned. So feel free to ask any questions that you want, either in comments or if you end up joining the stream, asking questions there as well. I will appreciate anything. And if you have any constructive criticism or just want to laugh at me for things that I've done stupidly, feel free to do that as well. But that is it for me today. I hope you enjoyed this. Have a great rest of your day, and bye-bye.